class. Today I'm going to show you one of the tools I believe is most useful, and that is the layer mask tool. It's this button right here. Usually to activate it, you need to first be on a layer. I decided to use this picture of me because I did a cool project with it, and I'll show you guys what I did in a bit. So, for my project, the thing I wanted to do was create a wallpaper, or screensaver, sorry, that when I walk away from my computer a bit, when my computer was in the room, and anyone would be curious to see, hey, I wonder what's on the screen, they get a friendly surprise. So what I first wanted to do was get rid of this background. There are various ways. I could simply use the eraser tool and erase it. However, the eraser tool does what it does. It erases it. And it deletes the pixels forever. You can undo it while the program is still open, but once you save it, you lost those pixels. So the masking tool is a friendly and non-destructive way to quote-unquote erase or hide it with a mask. So I'm going to go ahead and select this picture and open it by clicking this Add a Mask layer. And there are several ways I could add it. I could paint it on by selecting a black brush. Right now, as you can see this little square, this is my canvas. Everything that's white will be visible. Everything that's black will not. So if I go ahead and invert it, as you can see, it's completely black, so you cannot see anything. It's all transparent. But if I change it back, you can see everything. So I could go ahead and paint this black, and as you can see, it disappears. However, I'm going to go ahead and delete this layer mask and just select the parts that I want. Whoops, I disabled it. I want to delete it. So I'm going to use the quick selection tool and select me. So once I have me selected, it will not be a perfect selection, but it's good enough. Gotta get my ear. I'm going to go ahead and click this. As you can see, it's not there, but once I select it, everything around it disappears. There are some things I need to change, but overall, it's okay. Another common mistake I do sometimes is I select the stuff around me, like this stuff. Let's say I want to get rid of my background, and then I click it. If I click it, as you can see, it keeps this. However, if you go ahead and click Alt or Option, it gets rid of it. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the background like that, because I tend to forget. And so if you do use the layer mask tool and it gets rid of the stuff you don't want to get rid of, just go ahead and try clicking Alt. That sometimes gets the result you're wishing for. So I don't intend it to be perfect, so I'm going to go ahead and click Alt, because I selected not what I wanted, or the subject. And I'm going to go ahead and click a mask. Now I'm going to paint over with black what I do not want. It helps me to think as that the layer mask is kind of like a curtain. Everything that's black hides it, everything that's white is visible. However, it's not as simple as black and white. I'm going to go ahead and choose a gray and open up these. Oh, I don't have it yet. I'm going to go ahead and embed some glasses. And as you can see, the outside is already transparent, but the inside is not. So let's say if I only want to make this partially transparent, I'm going to go ahead and make a new mask, and as you can see, I already have a light gray selected. So as you can see, it becomes partially transparent. You could kind of see my eye compared to the other one. If I make it darker, it's going to be even more transparent until eventually you get to 0. This is kind of like opacity. If it's white, it's 100. If it's black, it's 0% opacity. So it could be useful when you're trying to make a simple gradient. Like if you I'm going to go ahead and make this completely soft, and I'm going to make it pretty large. So to help illustrate, as you can see, as I brush the top, most of it's gone. I'm going to go ahead and show you an old project I did 2 years ago and how this could be useful. As you can see, this is a picture of me. I'm going to go ahead and select it. I like to use Command and select the Whoops, it's not working. I like to select Command and select, and it selects me. I'm going to use a quick selection tool again to select the subject. It's missing my foot, so I'm going to go ahead and pick my foot, or my shoe, and I'm going to click Alt to not select the inside. It's not perfect, but I don't expect perfection right now. And I'm going to go ahead and make a layer mask. As you can see, it's selected just what I wanted. And it's not perfect, so I'm going to go ahead and open up my brush. Whoops, wrong color. I want white. And I'm going to go ahead and once again make it pretty hard. And paint myself again. So, now that I have that, I'm going to move on to this compass-like thing. This was a fragrance ad that we had to create for fun. So I'm going to go ahead and select it. And I want this top one. So I'm going to go ahead and select it. And click Layer Mask. Whoops, I accidentally opened up the school campus. Go ahead and click the Layer Mask. As you can see, it selected it for me. Let me delete that. Accidentally. So I'm going to deselect. I'm going to move it, and ta-da, it's there. Then, as you can see, there's this picture here. Let me temporarily disable this black and white. There's this picture I added a opacity to. However, I don't want this to cover all of the picture. So I'm going to create another layer mask, make this completely black. If you already have it here, let's say, I'm going to click here and default. You can press X to switch the colors. I have a Wacom tablet, and I added a shortcut to that to make it easier, since I really like this tool. And I'm going to go ahead and, whoops, that's a bit too strong for my taste. I'm going to go ahead and add, or get rid of some of this. So I want the middle to be visible, and I want some to be in the trees. I'm going to add some back, trying to make it a nice curve, and it's not perfect, but it's okay for my taste. I'm going to go ahead and let me resize this, as it's a bit too big for me, and enable black and white. Whoops, forgot to enter that. And as you can see, I made this picture transparent, so I only see what I want to see and not what I don't. And this is what I did with this picture. So I'm going to go ahead and delete those glasses, as I do not want them. I'm very sure. And I'm going to go ahead and put the background. And resize it a bit. And move it to the back. Let me scoot this over just a tad bit. And as you can see, everything that I hid is transparent and everything is there. If I were to use the eraser tool, as I stated previously, what it would have done was completely erase these pixels. If I were to accidentally, say, nip my ear, whoops. Say if I was to accidentally nip my ear and I was using the eraser tool, and then I later saved it, and once I saved it, let's say when it was here and I noticed, oh, whoops, I nipped my eraser. When I come to reopen this, if I would have used the eraser tool, those pixels would be gone. However, because I used this mask tool, they're still there. All the background info is still here, and I could quickly look at it by disabling the mask layer. So hopefully this short tutorial kind of gives you a basic idea of what this tool does, this layer mask. And hopefully you find it helpful. Thank you for